All right, heading into work. Have a couple of big meetings this morning, and I want to be home by 4 o'clock because it's my birthday weekend. So very excited about that. I will be 33 on Monday, so I will be spending time with my family. But I just want to hop on. This video was going to be another kind of business related, internet marketing related, rather than kind of a funny talk crap video, even though I love those. So this is going to be about influencer marketing. Let's just go over what happened and why I'm talking about this. Kylie Jenner was a very large user of the Snapchat platform. I don't use Snapchat. I tried. I don't get the purpose. I didn't like all of the little stupid filters that made you look like a dog, like a sexy dog, because people really like having sex with dogs. Like, it was, the whole thing just to me was ridiculous. But anyway, Kylie Jenner really used Snapchat a lot. It kind of put the platform, you know, to a higher level. Not so much on the map, but up to a higher level. Well, recently, as I think it was Wednesday night, Kylie Jenner got on her Twitter page and said, "Hey guys, is anyone still using Snapchat? I really haven't used it lately. Ugh, this is so sad. Still love it though." She followed that tweet up with for Snapchat, my first love. Those are two very simple tweets. She's a person. She has an opinion. I think we've all had our opinions about different social media platforms when they change something. I know me, and again, this is another geeky thing. For any of my followers who are AdWords analysts, they change the interface, and all of us are like, oh, hell no. You change this interface. I'm sticking with the old one until you force me to move over to the new one. But that's a geek comment. Anyway, she makes that one tweet. Simple tweet, no big deal. The problem is, it tanks Snapchat stock by $1.3 billion. That is a lot of money. Snapchat's platform was already struggling, and this kind of put the nail in the coffin. I don't think Kylie Jenner did this on purpose. I don't think she was out to get Snapchat. I think she was doing what most young people do, like, this new platform sucks, and they changed so-and-so, and I don't think I'm gonna like it anymore. But it shows a bigger issue with influencer marketing. I'm not a fan of influencer marketing. The reason being is because of stuff like this. They're not spokespeople. A spokesperson and an influencer are two different things. A spokesperson you pay to represent your brand in a positive light. There's a contract in place. Not only do they get perks, they also get a paycheck. Sometimes they have stock value. They're really invested in the brand because the brand is paying them. An influencer doesn't have that kind of inclusion as far as financial success. In some cases they do, but in a lot of cases they don't. So for influencers, sometimes they get a lot of free products. I know with beauty influencers, they get sent free product so that they can test it out and do videos or make comments about it on social media. For people who are doing apps, they usually get the first opportunity to test out betas. They get the invites to parties. They get used on social media. They get paid per tweet sometimes just to tweet about the brand. But that's still not a spokesperson. Influencers can go rogue whenever they want to. And I don't think Kylie Jenner was going rogue, but she caused a very massive issue with this brand's success. I'm pretty sure Snapchat already knew that they were having issues with users being down. Also with the fact that their platform has become a little bit antiquated thanks to the updates by Facebook and Instagram to their platforms. So they were probably in the process of coming up with new ideas to make Snapchat a big thing, but there's not a whole lot they can do right now outside of just completely changing what Snapchat is into something bigger. But this is the problem with influencer marketing. I keep saying that over and over again because this is not a way that brands should be able to get their product out in a fun, relatable way to the masses. It shouldn't be, but it is. Thank you, social media celebrities. Heart Shape Tape also learned this the hard way. They came out with their new shades for their Shape Tape, and they didn't have a full influencer palette created. They only had light to medium shades, which means only white people colors. Let's just be honest. So they were working on coming out with the darker tones, but they weren't ready yet. So they sent all the lighter tones to all the influencers they wanted to test. Of course, the influencers did exactly what I thought they were going to do, and I knew they were going to do. They complained about how the palette seemed racist. How there's only light tones in here. Where are the darker shades? This seems very, not okay. Like, where are the darker tones for darker shade people? Like, how are there only 6 shades in your whole Shape Tape? There wasn't only 6 shades, but they'd only put those amounts in the influencer box. And that's a really sad thing, that a brand that was doing quite well now gets slammed as being racist or non-inclusive, which is the happy way of saying racist. Gets slammed for that when, you know, they just were trying to get it out to influencers who were asking for it and wanted them to do reviews about it. But influencer marketing can work, but there has to be a way to do it. And I'm just going to give my tips on how to do influencer marketing, because I'm actually working on this with my current company, because my CEO really wants to reach out to bloggers and influencers to promote some of the products for our clients. I'm always on the fence. I mean, honestly, every time he brings it up to me, I kind of roll my eyes and go, whatever. I'm not doing this, and I'm not directing the interns how to do it until we figure out the best way to do it. So here's what I've come up with, and if you want to comment in the comment section on if these are good ideas or bad ideas, let me know. I'm all for it. Number one, if you're going to hire an influencer, they need to, number one, be a positive influencer. They can't be someone who, you know, has some weird past or was doing crazy Facebook stuff or Twitter stuff to get followers, and now they're trying to be, you know, a good social media personality. They can't be someone like a Logan Paul. No, that's not good for any brand. The Kardashians are good, but they have hit or miss past, and they've done hit or miss stuff. Kylie Jenner now with the baby out of wedlock gets a little dicey, but I know some brands won't care. But like I said, try to choose someone that is positive. Number two, if you hire an influencer, make sure that it's a real partnership. Not so much that they have they're getting a paycheck from you, but that they feel included in the brand success. So if there's a marketing meeting that is held, then include that influencer on it. Have them on the conference call. Let them share their ideas. Let them give you what they think. Let them, you know, come up with their own content calendar so they can feel like they are a part of that brand's success or failure. And they're less likely to talk bad about it if they are the ones who are, you know, included in the marketing strategy. Some companies do this. I know Carnival Cruises does that. They have their chief officer of fun. I think this year it's Shaquille O'Neal. So Shaquille has a little bit more inclined to talk positive about the brand because he's the chief officer of fun. That is a completely ridiculous title, but it makes people who are going to be spokespeople or influencers, it gives them, you know, a little bit of control and power. Feel like they do. So it's really cool. Number three, and this is the hardest one to try to control, and I've had this and it sucks. Try to have control over what the influencer is saying online about your brand. That's really hard to do. Hence the way the content calendar comes in place. You don't want them to go rogue and say something crazy about the brand, even if it's by accident. You don't want them to say, oh, I love Shake Tape, or I love Snapchat, but I wish they would do A, B, and C. Those need to be internal conversations. They don't need to be just put out on social media. So try to control that as much as possible. If there's backlash about the brand, this is number 4, excuse me. If there's backlash about the brand on the influencer's page, you need to handle it. The brand needs to handle it. The influencer does not need to handle that. I know for a lot of our companies, when we do kind of marketing and we do include other people, I am the one, or the intern is the one who goes through and kind of checks the comments or cleans it up. The influencer shouldn't have to do that, because sometimes that person can feel defensive and it goes more farther left than it ever had to. So make sure you control that. So those are my really 4 tips for influencer. Goodness, it's too early in the morning. Influencer brand marketing. I don't think Snapchat's going to recover. I think it was, like I said, I think it was already an antiquated type of situation. But the main thing is influencer marketing is not the best way to do it unless you put those 4 steps in place. So if you have any comments about my 4 steps, let me know. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was rambling and all over the place. It's really early in the morning and I'm heading into work and I'm so tired. So drop down in the comment section. You can subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Kia Shakur, all capital letters. And you will not be able to follow me on Facebook because that is where I talk to my family. Anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later.